son is racing.
Welcome back, race fans, to another episode of the Rubbin' is Racing Daily Fantasy NASCAR Show. There's not a whole lot of action with the Clash for content-wise for us to talk about, but we do have some NASCAR stuff to discuss this week, and we'll get our race picks for this week's winner. Lear, get us the winner of last year's Biffle autograph diecast. Do the drawing, buddy.
I'm glad everybody's back this season. Looking forward to an awesome 2017 season. I've got all the names right here of everybody from last year on our last show that put in for the Greg Biffle diecast. So we're going to use the old Nationwide hat here. Sponsor plug. A little mix up.
I really feel like the sponsor should pay us at some point.
Karl Marx.
Oh, would you look at that?
You are the winner, sir.
All right. Congratulations, Karl Marx. Adrian, we got Karl Marx, his diecast. So who do you have this weekend in the Clash? We'll start with the Clash first. And then, since there's not a whole lot of analysis to give on your pick for the Clash, go ahead and give us your season-long pick. Who you got taking down the champion? I know it's a little early, but we're going to make you predict it now.
I know this is a really tough decision, with it being this early in the season. I really don't know how any of these guys are going to perform. I just got to say, though, with Joe Gibbs Racing kind of staying with the same platform and all these, other fast teams like Stewart-Haas Racing making so many big changes in the offseason, I'm just going to stick with the Joe Gibbs Racing car this weekend. I wanted to take Denny Hamlin, but I think we'll hear more about him a little bit later. But I'm going to take his teammate in the 20. I'm going to take Matt Kenseth. He won this race a couple years ago. This guy knows how to block both lanes at restrictor plates. I just don't see any way that this guy isn't going to be at the front and be a factor at the end of the race. And, of course, it's Daytona, so it's going to come down to anybody. But Matt Kenseth definitely knows how to get the job done. Now, moving on to the championship. If you'll recall to Homestead, I did pick Jimmy Johnson to win on the final show, and he did, in fact, win. So this is going to bode well for Martin Truex Jr., I think. So with him being Eric Jones' teammate and him being, Furniture Row having that second car to bounce ideas off of, I think that's only going to benefit Martin Truex Jr. The speed they showed last year, if it wasn't for, the way the chase played out with him blowing an engine at Talladega, this guy would have been in the Final Four. He was so fast all season. And his crew chief, Cole Pearn, is going to be the reason that he gets to the Final Four and wins the championship, in my opinion. This guy is one of the smartest guys on the box. He knows how to make the right calls at the right times. He's going to get this guy in the lead at the right times at the end of the segments. And pit strategy is going to be the biggest key this season, and Cole Pearn is the guy that's going to get it done. So I'm going to take Matt Kenseth to win the Clash, and I'll take Martin Truex Jr. to take home his first Sprint Cup championship in 2017.
Lear, who you got, buddy?
I'm going to be rolling with the Deuce. Brad, the new married Keselowski. I just got a lot of confidence in the Penske team this year. Both of them had a great season last year. A lot of confidence for the 22 in Logano, but also Keselowski, he does really well at these restrictor plate races. So it also is going to hinder too on, where a lot of these guys get the draw, which is tomorrow, by the way, at 3:30 Eastern or 2:30 Central, where everybody's going to be starting from for Saturday's Clash. But going to be going with Keselowski as my pick. But I'm not going to really put myself out there for my 2017 inaugural season of the Monster NASCAR Energy Sprint Cup Series. And I said Sprint Cup, didn't I? I didn't even mean to put that in there. It's just
the Monster Energy Sprint Cup Series. So now both of them are sponsoring them?
The Monster Series. How's that?
It just shows how hard that's going to be to get used to, right?
Man, I'm going to get caught up so many times on that this year. But my 2017 champion, who's going to take the overall championships lead, and I'm going to go back with the number 48 team and going with Jimmy Johnson, their team. They just got all the experience, and until somebody can take them off the perch there, I don't know how you can't go with him as your champion.
The Learjet's really sticking his neck out there.
Right.
Well, you already took my boy Martin Truex, but so I got to roll with somebody.
All right.
Yeah.
And to surprise no one, I'm not
That's right.
telegraphing my pick to win this weekend at all at the Clash. I mean, he's only won, 2 of the last 3. This guy right here might take it down. I'm just saying. Adrian made the best argument for why you would want to be on JGR cars this week. They're basically one of the 2 teams that stuck exactly in the same equipment that hasn't made major adjustments or issues. I'm really a big fan of Hamlin this week, and for the championship, I've got to go with Kyle Busch, man. Sticking it out there. I know everybody's I know probably half of NASCAR thinks Kyle Busch will take it down. The other half, Jimmy. But Kyle Busch is going to get it done. That team is just on the ball. And anything else to add, boys?
Yeah, I was going to say rightfully so. I just don't see it that these guys are going to be able to hang with the JGR cars.
No, I mean, another offseason of JGR not having to do anything but refine their cars. And yeah. I mean, they had a driver
just
change.
A clear choice.
Right. So, guys, with that said, we will get back with a full show with all the breakdown of all the action, salaries, and the lineup and everything next week for the Daytona 500 for the real kickoff show. We just wanted to give you this little bit of a teaser. Have a good race this weekend, boys, and we will see you back next weekend for the 500.
Thanks, guys.
Join our Fantasy NASCAR Live League.
Shout out HB.
Join the Fantasy NASCAR Live League. You can check out, it's tweeted out by Lear. Feel free to join that, and have a good one, guys.
Good luck at the Clash.